Imagine for a second that every time a fly buzzed into your kitchen, you had to throw a brand new iPhone at it to make it stop. Effective? Sure. Sustainable? Absolutely not. But that is exactly the math equation modern militaries have been stuck in for the last 20 years. We are shooting down $500 drones with $50,000 missiles. It's an economic time bomb, and frankly, the math has been losing the war. But as of right now, that equation is officially broken. Because for the first time in history, a military power hasn't just tested a solution, they've deployed it. We're talking about a weapon that hits at the speed of light, has an infinite magazine, and costs less to fire than the latte you bought this morning. This isn't sci-fi, and it's not a CGI concept video. This is the Iron Beam, and the reason you need to understand it isn't just because lasers are cool. It's because the era of kinetic warfare, throwing metal at metal, is ending, and what replaces it changes everything about how we think of safety, defense, and the future of conflict. To really understand why this laser system is such a massive deal, we have to look at the nightmare scenario that made it necessary. Fast forward, or rewind depending on when you're watching this, to the 12-day war in June 2025. You had a massive coordinated attack involving nearly 600 missiles and over 1,000 drones swarming airspace simultaneously. Now, Israel has some of the best air defense on Earth: Iron Dome, David's Sling, Arrow, but even the best shields crack when you hit them with enough volume. Here is the brutal reality. A missile interceptor, like the Tamir missile used in the Iron Dome, is a physical object. It has to be manufactured, stored, and loaded. It costs anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 per shot. If an enemy fires 5,000 cheap rockets or drones that cost peanuts to make, you can bankrupt a nation just by forcing them to defend themselves. During that conflict, stockpiles ran low. The U.S. had to burn through a quarter of its THAAD interceptor inventory. It became a game of numbers, and the numbers were terrifying. This is where the Iron Beam, or Eitan as it's now officially called, steps in to flip the table. Developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems, this is a 100-kilowatt class high-energy laser. But don't think of it like a blaster from Star Wars. It doesn't shoot a red bolt of light that goes pew-pew. In reality, it's silent, it's invisible, and it is deadly precise. The system works by focusing a massive amount of energy onto a spot the size of a coin from miles away. It heats the target, a rocket, a mortar, a drone, until the structural integrity fails, the wings melt, or the warhead inside cooks off and detonates. And the cost for that interception? It's not $50,000. It's not even $1,000. It's the price of the electricity used to generate the beam. We're talking about $2 to $5 per shot. $5. You're neutralizing a lethal threat for the price of a sandwich. That is what changes the world.